going?
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Come in this side.
Have you just got the three?
Come in this side.
There's 6 penguins in here, but 3 of them are sitting on the eggs at the moment, so... Welcome to Tasmania Zoo, everybody. My name's Aaron, and these guys are the little blue penguin. Now, you might know them as a fairy penguin, which they are. It's just that their name has been changed to the little blue penguin due to some silly reasons. And these guys are the only penguin in the world to breed in Australia. So you can find them all along the south coast of the mainland, from Perth all the way around to New South Wales, all around Tasmania, of course, and most of the coastline of New Zealand as well. And these guys are the smallest penguin in the world. They only grow to about 40 centimetres and weigh about 1 kilo. So most of them won't even make that size really, so they're pretty small penguins. And they're very unique in the way they don't need the cold to survive like other penguins, because they do live in Australia, so they can put up with heats to 30 to 40 degrees and that doesn't worry them whatsoever, but they're very... the cold doesn't affect them either, sorry, because they do live in Tassie and we do get pretty cold down here, so the cold doesn't worry them whatsoever. And what I'm feeding them today, just these little pilchards, which they're very hungry, and they just love them. But in the wild, these guys would eat all kinds of small schoolfish, and even crustaceans and shellfish they would eat. So they're not fussy. Who wants it? You want it. Come on, there we go. And when they eat, they'll swallow it whole. And what these guys will do in the wild, they'll go into the water in the morning in large groups, and they'll feed for the whole day. And when they're feeding, they'll usually dive to around 10 metres to hunt for their food, but they have been known to dive up to depths of about 60 to 70 metres, which for such a small animal is a pretty good effort. God, calm down, there we go. And once they've finished feeding all day, they'll come back onto land on dusk. And when they come back onto land, they'll come in the same large groups they went out in the water with. And that's just for safety in numbers really, because these guys, as you can see, they're not very fast. They'll be, just my finger. They're pretty easy targets for predators there. But most of their predators are introduced animals and feral animals like your dogs, cats and foxes and things like that. But even native animals like your hawks, eagles and seals and things like that.
Oh, they've dropped one.
Oh, they've dropped one? Yeah, these guys are very fussy because every penguin in here was hand-reared and raised in captivity, so they don't know how to hunt. And they're very spoilt, so if they get a bit of sand on their pilchard, they won't eat it. Yeah. And like I said before, we've got 6 penguins in here, 3 males and 3 females. And the reason we have 3 of each is because in the wild, once they find a mate, they'll mate for life with the same partner. So what we're trying to make them do is pair up and have eggs, which they have been doing. There's 3 penguins are sitting on eggs, but there's only 2 pairs. And the last 2 penguins that are left don't really like each other, so it's not looking too good. And these guys are about 3 years old, so they're still pretty young penguins. So they have been laying eggs in the previous years, but they haven't been able to raise them successfully because they are a bit young, but it'll take a few years for them to get the hang of it. It's just practice makes perfect for these guys, really. Oh, just the right amount of pilchards. And what you see they'll do here, they'll go up the back and have a bit of a flap and a shake, and they'll start quivering. It kind of looks like they're shivering, but that just helps speed the digestion along because they do swallow their food whole, so they need to give it all the help they can get. And these guys have really strong stomach acids. Once they have their 4 or 5 of these each, they'll be fully digested in just 2 to 3 hours. So very strong. Very hungry today.